In a time where the lines between work and home have been blurred and even completely enmeshed, it's hard to know what we can and can't talk about at work. The personal and professional have collided, leading to some interesting conversations inside and outside of work. Hi, my name is Dr. Kallschmidt, and I speak about working through fear, and I do this by telling my story of my transition from being a rural Southern homeschooler to a Ph.D. who has conducted social identity research in several large and elite organizations throughout the U.S. The cycle of fear impedes our personal and professional growth, especially in times of high conflict. When I talk about how fears influence my own biases and limitations towards growth, even biases I had about myself. I also talk about how confronting these biases improves my leadership and my life in general. My audiences have found this to be a shame-free way to contemplate their own fears, because I'm the one in the hot seat, not them. My experience of having relationships in very different environments empowers me to answer the question, how do we find common ground with people who are so different from us without compromising our integrity? And so I just want to let you know that you're not going to ask me anything that I haven't already had to ask myself. Certainly can't judge you in that. I know this is not stuff that is necessarily taught all the time, and I know this is a room of smart people. It requires a lot of bravery to ask questions. I felt like there were unwritten rules of how I was supposed to act in the academy. I'm very blunt. I'm very direct. I think everything should be funny when possible. I show my expressions a lot. I talk with my hands. These are all very normal things in my small little blue-collar rural town in North Florida. But even in the same state, down in South Florida, but in the academy, they were like, who is this woman? Why is she so loud? And why does she know how to speak professionally?
Led to what I fondly recall as the Great White Manhunt of 2017. May or may not have happened in a minivan. We'll leave that out. Now, first of all, if you don't know who Alan Jackson is, we are from different class cultures.
After hearing me speak, your audience will be equipped to shift from the cycle of fear to the cycle of courage. They will also be armed with a step-by-step guide on how to have courageous conversations, which is a critical skill for communication in general and also conflict resolution and boosting innovation. The goal of courageous conversations is to find the humanity in difference without dismissing real barriers, but instead to talk about moving towards solutions. And relationship building and developing these cross-cultural skills is very important at this time in history, because we are seeing more and more AI and electronic advancements than we've ever seen, and it's going to keep happening. Technology grows at exponential rates. So the demand in our workforce for interpersonal skills, for building and maintaining relationships, not just in our same spaces anymore, but globally, is a skill that AI can't do yet. Because without talking to each other about our fears, we're not going to learn enough from each other to find any resolutions at work, at home, or even at the Thanksgiving table.